Today we are talking about technology, and I think that we have three major challenges: technology, jobs, and regulation. And as you know, I'm a techno-optimist, but automated and connected driving will not happen on its own. And we need to provide the right framework to stimulate progress. Car manufacturers are in a worldwide race towards automation, including new entrants from the global ICT industry. Europe needs to win this race. And it's not only for us, it's for you, for the industries, to set the technical and the business standards.
That transport is undergoing a massive transformation. And I do believe we can compare it to the steam engine. I mean, that has changed and reshaped the way how we understand transport, and I believe this is the new big wave. We live Jules Verne's vision. I don't think he would have much to do today.
We are now preparing a new mobility package to be delivered in 2 stages. We need to identify the essential actions to ensure that the relevant policies, the legal framework and public support are in place for the rollout of highly automated and connected vehicles.
It's not only what we have here today, which is essentially the Commission and the industry, but you have to bring along also the national governments and the cities and ultimately the citizens. So it's like an onion. You have different layers.
We need a cultural evolution in public acceptance of this new technology, as always, honestly. Success is not immediate, and of course, better that we count how many lives we save, rather than we underline that one single people died because of automated driving.
This is a really exciting area. It is bringing some real benefits: safety, convenience. So that's really also going to give society a real advantage in improving productivity and making transport or car driving more convenient, more attractive. The last part is really people, because I think this technology has to be accepted by people.
We have had a number of important milestones recently, as you were referring. We were celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Rome Treaty, and at that moment there was a digital day, and 29 ministers have signed what is called a letter of intent to move forward precisely in the technologies that we need for the future. But also there has been an important alliance created between the telecom sector and the car manufacturing sector, precisely to work together.
It is very, very important, because it was a political test on the willingness of member states to work together, and the result has been impressive. All of them agreeing to work together, Switzerland and Norway included, and this is really a good basis now for the future.
As you know, a rise of cars changed more than our roads. It also changed our society, and I believe this is going to happen again. A number of member states have made changes to their legislation or are working on that, like Germany and France and Finland and Sweden and my own country. And there have been several trials, and we're working hard to update European type approval.
There's a lot we can learn from the US, for example, from Japan, for example, and from Singapore. Just to give you an example, in Singapore, they are at the moment running a big pilot on connected and automated electrified vehicles for shared use. And that's really exciting, because I believe the different revolutions in technology are coming together into a disruptive concept there at the moment that will really be picked up by the community very easily.
This is Marie, a young and promising researcher. Her passion for science has led to an exciting career in scientific research. For someone like Marie, the Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions offer career opportunities to work abroad, attractive work packages and training opportunities across the world to work for both public and private employers. A kind of Erasmus for researchers, but with a full salary. Marie can benefit from the Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions throughout her entire career. The actions also support researchers' families, meaning Marie can lead a successful career while continuing to enjoy a happy family life, thanks to the attractive employment conditions offered. Through the MSCA, Marie can either work for a research institution, a university, or join the private sector. So why not work for an SME? This way she can bring the results of her research project to the market in the form of a concrete product or service. Let's have a look at the specific Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions. At the beginning of her career, she enrolls in a PhD abroad within an innovative training network. This network offers a unique mix of innovative research and entrepreneurial training, ensuring wider career perspectives. With her PhD degree, she can move to another country and join a prestigious research institution or company, thanks to an individual fellowship. She has plenty of opportunities, staying in Europe or moving overseas, or returning to a research career after having had a baby. Marie's team is participating in a Research and Innovation Staff Exchange project. She and her team work with staff from various types of organizations, based in different places in Europe and beyond, on a joint project. Marie is now running a fellowship program in her country. To reach out to more researchers and attract international talent, she is applying to co-fund, the Marie Skłodowska-Curie action that funds the funders. For Marie, the ongoing development of her career is just as important as sharing her knowledge with young, aspiring scientists and with the public at large. This is why she likes to participate in the European Researchers' Night event in her city. Night represents a unique opportunity to meet researchers, learn about their research project and their outputs at the end of September across the continent and beyond. Those who are fond of learning more should visit the European Researchers' Night event nearest to them. There is a Marie Skłodowska-Curie action for every stage of your research career.
The Marie Skłodowska-Curie action means for me exploring the world.
Means freedom.
Living in new places. Being able to work on something that I was truly passionate about.
The Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions are one of the best instruments we have in our hands to create really Europe. A large community of thinkers, a large community of young people who can decide for themselves and to innovate.
We all have different backgrounds. Even we might have studied the same field, we have still a different approach to it. And I think this intercultural diversity is the uniqueness of the program.
If we want science to go further, most efficiently, we need all brains to work together.
Being able to work at a different university, the multidisciplinary approach and the networking, that's allowed me to make so many connections worldwide.
It kind of opens your horizon. You become more aware of the other disciplines around you.
Of course, you do your research on one side, but on the other side you'll get also many more skills which you wouldn't get normally in normal research institutes. Like, for example, entrepreneurial skills, communication skills, outreach activities are really important also in the Marie Curie fellowships.
We learn how to speak to industry partners as well as to other researchers who are completely different audiences as well as different cultures. So that's something that's an invaluable skill, I think, to learn as a young researcher.
I was able to mentor many PhD students, younger researcher and younger lecturer. I feel like I was giving back to the scientific society.
It was one of the programs which is completely open to choosing independently a research topic. This is very important. It's a bottom-up process.
It's the first time that I can actually lead my own project. That brings responsibility, but it's also very exciting because I wrote the application, I thought of the project, and I am going to have the freedom.
I always felt like I was progressing, and so it gave me great confidence, firstly. It also gave me fantastic funding. Literally, the money that you receive from these actions is fantastic.
It offers very good working conditions with pension schemes and other things like maternity leave.
I felt that I can really fully concentrate on the study as opposed to where can I get this next pot of money, or where shall I apply, so all those worries were gone.
The moment you also become a Marie Curie Fellow, it opens many doors for you.
It made a big difference with respect to getting more funding, more grants, and being recognized by other researchers as an important figure in the area. So it was a big step in my career.
Over the past 20 years, Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions have funded 100,000 researchers in 90 countries and helped them progress with their career. The next one could be you.
I'm delighted to wish the Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions a wonderful and happy anniversary.
Gelukkige verjaardag.
Zum Jahrestag viel Glück.
Happy anniversary.
Sretna godišnjica.
Alles Gute zum Geburtstag.
Happy anniversary.
Harumeni epetio.
สุขสันต์วันครบรอบ 20 ปีของ Marie Skłodowska-Curie Action.
Buon anniversario alle azioni Marie Skłodowska-Curie.
Europe is on the move, and transport helps to drive our economy and our society forward. But if we are to see these benefits, the sector must overcome important challenges. To tackle these challenges successfully, the transport sector needs investment. The EU has provided about 100 billion euros in funding, an amount which is expected to double when matched by private investment. However, public money alone will not be enough to deliver on our vision for seamless, intelligent and sustainable mobility. So more investment is needed to complete the trans-European transport network and meet Europe's wider mobility needs. Given the magnitude of the investment needed, it is essential to attract private money by blending private and public funds, as with the European Fund for Strategic Investments. All these investments will connect Europe. Europe is on the move. Transport is driving it forward.
Innovation is essential for our well-being. It helps tackle great global challenges whilst creating prosperity and jobs. The pilot of the European Innovation Council is a new initiative that will empower innovators to make a difference. The pilot of the European Innovation Council, or EIC for short, is here to provide support to the boldest and bravest of innovators who aspire to establish new markets or conquer existing ones. How? Well, we will provide selected candidates with finance, but also with mentoring, coaching and networking opportunities. The shortage of risk capital is one of the greatest problems innovators face. That is why we are handing out a total of 2.7 billion over the next 3 years, between 2018 and 2020, to help bring new ideas to the market. With that, we will fund up to 1,000 new projects proposed and implemented by ambitious innovators from across Europe and associated countries. With the exception of our prizes, we do not prescribe themes or topics. We are giving innovators a free rein to come forth with ideas which may be at the boundaries between traditional sectors. We offer 4 different schemes, each serving a different type of innovator and project. Which one is best for you? Are you an innovative startup or another small or medium-sized company? Do you want to test your business idea or scale up your existing business? The SME instrument might be right for you. With a business-like application form, it offers rewards of €50,000 for exploring the feasibility of a business idea and larger rewards of up to €2.5 million to those who want to innovate and grow internationally. You can work alone or in a partnership with other small companies. Do you need the last push to bring your service or product to market? And do you need partners from academia or larger industry to achieve your goals? Then the FTI scheme might be right for you. It aims to support partnerships between companies and possibly research institutions to bring a major innovation to the market. Awards amount to up to €3 million. Do you want to explore radically new technology? Do you work in a partnership with other small and large businesses or academia? The FET Open scheme might fit your needs. Your project has to have a long-term vision. It has to be radically new and interdisciplinary. We offer awards of up to €3 million to winning partnerships. Are you an innovator willing to think outside the box to offer new solutions to societal challenges? If so, the EIC Horizon Prizes are there for you. Each of the 6 EIC Horizon Prizes will set an ambitious goal without saying how that goal should be achieved. They are particularly challenging and call for breakthrough solutions from innovators. The prize will be awarded to whoever meets the challenge most effectively. The EIC Horizon Prizes reflect the level of ambition and amount to €5 or €10 million. It's not just about the money. There's also mentoring by experienced business people, networking opportunities internationally, and linking with investors. Are you ready to bring your innovations from paper to the market? First submissions due in early 2018.
INEA is the Innovation and Networks Executive Agency established by the European Commission. With a budget of over €34 billion until 2020, it is helping Europe evolve from this to this. It all starts with research. With nearly €7 billion from the Horizon 2020 programme, INEA nurtures pioneering projects for cleaner and more sustainable transport and energy. Some projects include developing fuel from algae and sunlight, an underwater kite harnessing ocean energy, a fully electric ferry. Others test innovative solutions such as intelligent waste collection, smart metering systems, and electric city transport. And then, with a budget of over €27 billion, INEA makes implementation happen. The Connecting Europe facility provides the means to build modern transport, energy and telecommunication infrastructure across Europe. The program supports a range of activities, such as building the longest rail tunnel in the world, constructing strategically important gas and electricity lines, and using electronic IDs in public administration. By the end of 2020, INEA will be managing over 2,000 projects. All will have been selected via open calls for proposals and assessed by independent experts from industry, academia, and research. Evaluation is swift and efficient, and decisions are made in less than 8 months, enabling new ideas and infrastructure projects to move ahead rapidly. The benefits to EU citizens are multiple: more energy security, easier travel, better health and air quality, environmental protection, and more habitable cities. Do you have a project idea? Would you like to become an independent expert? Or maybe you want to work for INEA? Check INEA's website for details. INEA, supporting transport, energy, and telecommunication projects, from the idea to the market.
Europe, birthplace of Western civilization, and today leader in technology development and digital innovation. Electronic components and systems have a strong impact on all industrial branches and almost all aspects of our life. We could not imagine a world without them. Electronics have become a vital part of our daily lives. They look after our health and safety. They assure our jobs and economic well-being. They reassure our future. Excel Joint Undertaking is a public-private partnership. We strive for a strong and competitive digital industry in the European Union.
The Excel mission is to organize the research and innovation field and to route the European money from the European Commission towards the projects, the organizations, the consortia working on our individual projects.
Projects that make a real difference to our European society and your personal life. Our EU funding programme is accelerating electronic research and innovation, yielding a strong impact on jobs and welfare for EU citizens. By 2020, more than €5 billion will be invested in industrial innovation and collaboration.
It's one of the largest programs in electronic components and systems. There's 150 projects, more than 150 projects for a total value of €6 billion in cost and representing €1 billion in funding for 4,000 participants, and that over a period of 8 years.
We have the European Union, we have the European industry and RTOs, we have the participating member states, and we, Excel, are the reliable, affordable and credible platform bringing these all together.
To keep ahead, electronic research centres and industries are challenged by Moore's law that drives state-of-the-art electronic components at an exponential pace. Components that must become not only smaller and lighter, but also more powerful and more cost-effective. And the corresponding applications they enable becoming even more challenging to design and keep safe.
A program like Excel provides a platform that accelerates, intensifies and deepens the collaboration that we have with R&D partners in Europe. It is crucial for Europe's competitiveness, for the economic growth and for job creation in the European Union.
Our challenge is to thoroughly select and support research projects that will have a significant social value proposition and a firm impact on Europe's crucial innovation axes: energy for home and industry, Europe is a frontrunner in the race to manufacture excellence. With future generations in mind, we need electronic solutions to achieve carbon neutral, yet competitive manufacturing and minimum energy use at home and at work. Electronics in health. Our health is our most important asset. Technological advances can help the healthcare sector achieve greater efficiency, convenience, and productivity in the face of ever-increasing demands.
Well, I believe that semiconductor technology has an enormous potential to bring innovation in the healthcare industry. Especially this miniaturization capability that we can realize with semiconductors enables the development of like full laboratories on a chip.
Electronics in mobility. Cutting-edge safety technologies define life-saving information systems in vehicles, while advanced and intelligent electronics make our traffic evolve towards zero accident and zero pollution conditions. Let's make our traffic more stable, safe, and clean. Electronic technologies. The digital transformation domain is having a strong impact on industries, companies, society, and people, and Europe needs to keep ahead. The development of new generations of electronic components and systems and expert manufacturing know-how are guiding us to more powerful computers, intricate communication networks, stronger global connectivity, and growth in the global digital economy. At Excel Joint Undertaking, we embrace innovation. We empower research. We enable top-tier cross-disciplinary partners to work hand-in-hand in innovation ecosystems, shaping a sustainable, secure, and prosperous future for next generations. Excel. Thinking together, working together, investing together. Electronics in mobility, making our traffic more stable, safe, and clean. We demand dependable, safe, and clean ways of transportation, and this has triggered high-paced developments in electronic mobility applications.
Well, in the domain of smart mobility, it's clear that we have to go to autonomous driving. But in order to make autonomous driving ubiquitous, we need to drastically reduce the cost of a lot of the sensor technology. And in several of the Excel programs, we are developing like next generation sensors for radars, for LiDARs, and this is what is needed to make autonomous driving a reality.
Cutting-edge safety technologies define life-saving information systems in vehicles, while advanced and intelligent electronics make our traffic evolve towards zero accident and zero pollution conditions.
Car-to-car communication enables trucks to drive very close together. That's called platooning. It leads to advantages in fuel usage, it leads to advantages in utilization of the road, and also to a longer use of the truck on the road on the same day.
Onboard computers linked to powerful and fail-safe networks connect vehicles and assist drivers, all to secure safe and controlled traffic conditions for optimum comfort and easy interaction between man and machine.
And by using wireless communications, you can, for example, reduce the weight, especially in weight-sensitive areas like rockets or aeroplanes, but also in cars for reducing fuel consumption.
Electronics in mobility, making our traffic more dependable, safe and clean. Excel Joint Undertaking, Europe's fast lane towards stable, safe and clean mobility.
Intelligent transport systems are high on the agenda of Europe. They can contribute to our economy and improve our safety. In 2012 across Europe, 27,700 people died in road accidents and 313,000 were badly injured. Targets to decrease these numbers will be met by continuously introducing new technologies and intelligence that prevent accidents. Our economy will benefit from highly automated systems that are transforming transportation for both personal and professional use, focusing not only on safety, but also on better use of energy and time. Let me give you some examples. In the automotive domain, highly automated systems will have a huge impact on our daily lives. Meet Peter. On average, Peter drives 50,000 kilometers a year and spends many hundreds of hours in his car. Peter's just discovered he needs to attend a meeting tomorrow. It's a 3-hour drive. He is relaxed because the car will do the driving and he is free to work, make calls, and even unwind with a movie on the way home. Using his car as a mobile office has improved Peter's work-life balance and given him an added sense of freedom. This world of smart, driverless cars could be with us in 20 years. Imagine the benefits, for instance, for our rapidly aging population. We know that for older people, losing their ability to drive is a huge psychological blow. Take Mary. She is in her 80s, and for Mary, her car means liberty. But what happens when she can no longer drive? Today, it often leads to a restricted life, dependent on taxis, family and friends to travel. With an automated car, Mary could retain her mobility and her independence. As cities become smart, automated driving will be an integral part of personal mobility, with intelligent connections to public transport and better use of resources, such as parking space. Cars will drop off their passengers, then drive themselves to designated parking areas. And because vehicles will communicate with each other, they will make the best use of space. On the move, cars will share information about obstacles and road conditions. Once all cars are smart and highly automated, traffic will flow smoothly and safely without accidents. All this will be controlled by embedded systems in all the cars, containing a vast amount of embedded software. These embedded systems will communicate with each other and with a common smart infrastructure. Smarter also means less environmental impact. Advances in technologies for powertrains and engine management are leading to highly automated systems that make the best and most efficient use of energy. Rail is one of the most environmentally friendly and safe modes of transport. In the future, train data will be integrated into mobile travel companions. Chris works in the centre of a busy European metropolis. He's planning a business trip to a city 600 kilometres away. On the day, Chris's travel companion guides him to the metro station and provides real-time data on train times and connections. In the metro, Chris checks the latest business data for his meeting that afternoon. Even if there's a technical problem, Chris will still reach the train station on time thanks to the city's intelligent traffic management system. With real-time data, direct connections to automated trains, and algorithms that recalculate routes and timetables in real time, it allows the urban transport operator to make rapid decisions and avoid hold-ups to passenger traffic. At the station, the travel companion guides Chris to the platform. Chris is standing at the right coach when the train pulls in, and his travel companion guides him to his reserved seat. Smoothly and quietly, the train glides through the landscape at 300 kilometers per hour. Mechatronic wheel rail guiding will lead to quieter, faster, more track-friendly trains while reducing maintenance and increasing passenger comfort. Traction and propulsion systems based on new silicon carbide technologies and lithium-ion batteries will reduce energy consumption and noise. Wireless sensor networks will deliver passenger information. For operators, new sensor technologies and integration of data from measurement, cars, in-service trains and wayside monitoring systems will enable predictive maintenance of vehicles and tracks, reducing delays due to unforeseen breakdowns. Train integrity and end-of-train devices will bring greater flexibility in train setups, and moving block traffic management will increase safety and capacity. Everyone will benefit. Integration of whole rail system data into novel traffic management systems will significantly increase capacity and punctuality. Integrated IT systems will further improve passenger information and cross-border ticketing. And rail freight will be more competitive due to added flexibility in train setups, shorter delivery times, and real-time rail freight status and location. Embedded intelligent systems are vital to today's road and rail vehicles. In aircraft, they play an even bigger role. And as global demand for safe, secure and affordable air travel booms, they will be ever more important. This is Olga. She's 10 now. How will she experience air travel when she grows up? She will fly in planes that are fuel efficient, quiet and minimally polluting, with all the in-flight connectivity and entertainment she wants. The plane's highly automated systems will help the pilot to fly her and her fellow passengers safely, efficiently, and in maximum comfort. In the cabin, passengers will enjoy a broad range of entertainment and business support systems. The air conditioning and lighting will adapt to the phases of the flight and passengers' preferences. Cockpit systems will ensure the pilot receives exactly the right information at the right moment, no more, no less. This will cut potential pilot error, which is still a key cause of accidents today. Should a problem arise on board, a pilot on the ground can support the flight crew with information and immediately provide potential solutions. The flight control system and other intelligent onboard systems will constantly optimize the plane's operation to minimize air resistance, fuel consumption, air pollution and noise, all while maintaining a sound safety margin at every stage of the flight. In the air, the plane will continuously exchange data with ground stations to optimize efficiency and provide input on the status of subsystems, and for preventative maintenance, for example. It will communicate with other aircraft to ensure there are no collisions or dangerous situations in the busy skies. On the ground, the plane will connect to airport systems for optimal use of runways and minimal time on the taxiway. Even time at the gates will be optimized, so Olga will experience fewer frustrating waits at airports. And elsewhere in this future world, unmanned planes will regularly be used to deliver goods and services on demand. Enabling highly flexible use of the connected world's advanced logistics chain. The future is being developed now. Comfortable, rapid and economical travel will be a wealth of embedded intelligent systems. Europe has the potential to lead the world in transforming transportation. Our industries have world-class expertise in safety and efficiency. They are strong in software and micro-electromechanical systems, and they speed innovation through cross-domain partnerships. Embedded intelligent systems integrate sensors, actuators, software, and connectivity. It's an area where Europe excels, and at Artemis, we bring together industry partners to participate in Europe-wide projects such as DESERVE, which is specifically focused on advanced driving assistance systems for tomorrow's highly automated driving. Within Artemis, industries are cooperating on vital technologies such as embedded multi-core architectures for critical real-time applications. The CESAR project, which spanned aerospace, automotive and rail, is now inspiring global standards in efficiency and safety of embedded systems. Similar collaboration can accelerate developments in other key areas, such as environmental modeling, so vehicles and planes can see what's around them. In other projects such as Crystal, we are developing methods and interoperable tool chains and standards which enable us to create these highly complex systems more quickly and efficiently, while maintaining full safety and security. Within Artemis, industries are cooperating on vital technologies, such as embedded multi-core architectures for critical real-time applications. With cooperation and quality, Europe's industries can drive standards and shape markets. But we need to strengthen our design capability and software skills and to provide industry with tools for development, testing and validation of complex systems. The rest of the world will not wait. To stay ahead in the future of transportation, Europe must invest in embedded intelligent systems today. Road transport is responsible for more than 25% of CO2 emissions in the EU. EU drivers own approximately 25% of the world's 1 billion cars. By 2050, this will increase to more than 2.2 billion cars worldwide. All over the world, roads will become more crowded. This will lead to further pollution despite cleaner individual cars. We need to adapt to new transport systems, change citizens' mobility behavior, and make transport cleaner and more sustainable. But how? That's the question our researchers at the Joint Research Centre try to answer. The JRC is the European Commission's in-house science service. This is VELA, a state-of-the-art vehicle emissions laboratory. Here we look at new technological options to reduce vehicle emissions and increase energy efficiency. The unique collection of test facilities allows different vehicles and engine technologies to be tested. From chainsaws to diesel trucks, from mopeds to marine engines, and from electric cars to hydrogen buses. At VELA, we look at all environmental aspects of advanced technologies and fuels. We investigate biofuels of today and tomorrow and assess what their total economic and environmental impact is. Our labs are equipped with the most advanced facilities and instruments. If needed, we can develop new measurement procedures, such as a mobile testing device that functions in real-world conditions, providing more realistic measurements of exhaust gases. The JRC also supports electromobility through pre-normative research and develops new harmonized testing procedures. We collaborate with industry to evaluate connectivity. So you can use the same power plug in Greece as in Denmark. Findings made at VELA have provided scientific support for the development of new EU directives and the revision of older ones, and towards the harmonization of emission legislation. The JRC helps industries and governments to make transport systems cleaner and more energy efficient for future generations. Find out more at www.jrc.ec.europa.eu.
The world needs new ways of dealing with energy, from the way we produce, transmit, and use energy. We need to reduce the emissions of greenhouse gases and minimize the use of fossil fuels. Electric vehicles will play a major part in this development. In 2030, 31% of all new passenger and light commercial vehicles will be running electric. This is an enormous potential market, creating significant employment opportunities. To leverage the full potential of this development and to create a harmonized framework for innovators and investors, manufacturers, research organizations and governments need to work together globally. There is a critical need for harmonized system designs, technologies, and communication protocols. The interoperability concept needs to be applied throughout the whole chain, from the electric vehicle to the energy source, via the charging infrastructure and the smart grid. Harmonized industrial standards and test procedures will minimize trade and technical barriers and allow different systems from global suppliers to work together. We need to create a single language that all components of the system can speak and understand. To make the most of electric vehicles and future smart grids, collaboration is needed right now. The European Commission and the US Department of Energy have created 2 state-of-the-art research facilities to make this happen today.
Shift to rail means moving from the road to other modes of transport that are more sustainable. If you look around and you are traveling on a highway, you are traveling every day in a town, you see how the towns or the highway are congested. The shift is really to offer to the passenger, to the business, the possibility to have the opportunity to use a more sustainable, cost-efficient, high-performing system, and we believe that the rail system are the one answering these needs. Shift to Rail is a joint venture. It's a joint venture that is established by the European Union and has a mandate to deliver a major change in how the rail system is performing through research and innovation, and offering a platform for industry, small, medium enterprises, research center, university, to work together and to facilitate this collaboration in order to produce the necessary results. And what we would like to do in Shift to Rail is to introduce automation, digitalization, artificial intelligence in all the different subsystems in order to answer the needs of the passenger. 40% of the metro system around the world are already automated systems. But what we would like to do is to extend automation to different types of segments, not only in metro system, but also in mainline system, in regional system, in order to increase the capacity. The second key innovation we would like to introduce is the digitalization. So to ensure that we increase capacity through introducing management and control system of the traffic that will allow trains running much nearer one to the other. We are looking from the energy and environmental aspect. So the reason why the public sector is investing in the railway system is because we are asking to the sector to go beyond and to help the public sector to deliver the objectives that are defined to answer the certain needs of the European society. The vision of Shift to Rail is to deliver through research innovation the capabilities that will bring about the most cost-efficient, sustainable, time-driven, competitive mobility system of the future. We believe that the railway system is the backbone of mobility, and we believe that it should be fully integrated in a multimodal concept.
The European aeronautical industry is a worldwide leader and one of Europe's sectors of excellence, making a solid contribution to a stronger European Union. With 4% growth per year and an estimated need for 40,000 new aircraft in the next 20 years, the sector continues growing. At the same time, it raises concerns regarding the environmental footprint. The European Union's answer is Clean Sky, fostering and coordinating research and innovation in substantially greening the aeronautics industry. The objective is to integrate ambitious technologies into full-scale demonstrators to reach high readiness levels ready for future implementation into new products and markets. Clean Sky started in 2008 with a €1.6 billion budget. It's grown into a wide ecosystem with more than 600 participants in 24 European countries, industrial leaders, universities, research centres and small and medium-sized enterprises. About 35% of winners of open calls are SMEs, bringing even more inputs to the innovation process. Clean Sky is already delivering large demonstrators contributing to significant CO2, gas emissions and noise level reductions. Some examples of those cutting-edge technologies are TEC 800 demonstration engine. This demonstrates technological advances for small and medium-sized helicopter engines with savings of 15% fuel burn and reduced NOx emissions. The successful technologies were integrated into the new Arano engine produced by Safran Helicopter Engines, recently selected as the engine of the new Airbus H160. ATR Regional Turboprop Flight Test. An entire section of the aluminium upper fuselage has been replaced with an innovative composite multi-layer panel containing optical fibers and electric sensors actuators for in-flight measurements. These demonstrators prove the new material's feasibility and its benefits for insertion into future regional aircraft products. Blue Copter. Airbus helicopters matured technologies with the objective of reducing the drag of the fuselage of an H135 by optimizing the design of some parts of the shape. The new technologies were successfully tested in flight. Open Rotor. Led by Safran Aircraft Engines, this new propulsion concept is expected to enable reductions of over 35% in fuel burn and CO2 emissions per passenger kilometre. This is the most far-reaching step towards CO2 reduction to date and involves highly complex technological development and full-scale demonstrations to be performed on both the engine and the installation. Advanced Low-Pressure System Engine Demonstrator. Developed by Rolls-Royce, the objective was to introduce a composite fan structure in large three-shaft engines used on long-range aircraft with reference to the Trent engine family. The test program included flight tests with an engine demonstrator incorporating all major modifications and new technologies. Multi-criteria departure procedure. Trajectory optimization allows an optimized set of parameters to be computed during the initial climb phase, just after takeoff, and it also allows the aircraft to be guided along the associated trajectory thanks to the flight management system. The optimization targets a reduction of CO2 emission, a reduction in perceived noise, or a combination of both. Airbus and Thales have tested the concept in a simulated environment with pilots in the loop. Copperbird. Copperbird demonstrates the feasibility of more electrical architectures for innovative test equipment and systems for regional aircraft, helicopters, and business jets. Upcoming tests are expected to show benefits in terms of emissions reduction. Electrical actuation and removal of hydraulic fluids additionally lower the environmental impact of aircraft systems. Clean Sky 1 has already proven to be an efficient tool for boosting the market introduction of new technologies with expected impact on jobs, growth and investment. Clean Sky 2, with a €4 billion budget and running until 2024, will see greater integration of technical contributions from across the European industry. Innovation has taken off.